What's going on, guys? It's NNJAsmurf, and today I'm going to show you my most lethal Deadeye builds I could possibly come up with. There's only one thing I could change really, and that is my sniper. I need to get competent in the third, prepared and deadly in the first two slots. As you can see, I'm running prepared and deadly with unforgiving, but I don't meet the requirements of unforgiving, and I'll explain that why in a little bit. Alright, so let's see what I'm running as of right now. I got a specialized backpack with firearms, with ammo capacity and health. I could reroll health and get crit hit damage if I so want to. I could just reroll this into firearms and then that into stamina. At this point, it doesn't really matter. Now, I have also the gunslinger vest. I have a reckless chest piece on firearms again. Health rolled on there. If I so wanted to, I could roll crit hit damage, but I like to have some health in there. Skill haste and ammo capacity. I like the reckless because it gives you an extra 8%. I may be taking more damage, but I tend to keep it at a ranged area anyway, so the damage I take is minimum when playing it properly for my Deadeye set here. Now, every piece I have on here is all rolled into firearms, even my mods and my gear pieces. All are firearms. Nothing's in stamina, nothing's electronics. I went for a full glass cannon Deadeye build. So as you can see, I have 9,398 firearms. I could, if I get some maximized firearms mods, it would be over 9,400 firearms, but that's another story. So now, let's continue on with other pieces. I'm running the other four pieces of Deadeye, obviously. Sip 4 firearms, and the mods itself is firearms. And on this on this piece, the mask, I have enemy armor damage and blind death resistance. The enemy armor damage is nice because it gives you that extra enemy damage to your opponents that works both PvP and PvE. 7.5 ain't much, but it adds up, and it'll give me another maybe 200, 300 damage, which it helps. Every bit does. Now the gloves I have here are pretty good too. Firearms again, enemy armor damage, crit hit damage, and marksman rifle damage. I didn't max out the marksman rifle damage, but I mainly use Deadeye for Last Stand anyways, so I'm not trying to get the most out of it. I just rolled enough just so I can have it there. Alright, so let's go to the holster. The holster's got 1256, 1253, and 1239 across the board. That is pretty decent. Skill haste as the roll. I could go health, but I like the skill haste to get my booster back and either my EMP or whatever other skill I'm using at the time. Alright, so the knee pads. The knee pads have firearms as well. Crit hit damage is the major attribute, which is good, and then damage to elites, which is helpful, and disrupt and bleed resistance. The only thing I wish I could reroll for is for burn resistance. Really not much has changed since my Historian Deadeye builds. The only thing that I've changed is my chest piece for a reckless chest piece with firearms, and instead of the Historian I'm using the SVD. The base damage on it is 77k, which prepared and deadly is the two talents I'm using. So that's why I don't have Unforgiving unlocked though, is because my stamina does not reach it because everything's rolled into firearms. Now let's go into how much I'm hitting for. My crit hit damage is at 143k. The headshot damage doesn't matter, the crit chance doesn't matter, you're just looking at the crit hit damage. You want to get this right here as high as possible. So 143 is a pretty good number. I'll explain to you why in a minute, why I have only 143k. You can get that a bit higher, but you'll see in a minute. Enemy armor damage is at 15%. This could be a little bit higher too, but it's alright. It works. It's nice. It's an additional thing that works really well. Skill haste is at 17%, which is a pretty good number for this kind of build. I'm not really looking towards skill that much. Same with like 108,000 skill power. I could take the specialized off if I almost so want, put nimble on, which would probably be more beneficial, but I like that skill power just to be there. So I got 194,000 health. You know, the armor doesn't really matter that much. And so yeah, let's go to the mods on the weapon itself. So the scope I'm using is the 3.4 scope. Now I suggest if you can get a scope with crit hit damage, stability, and accuracy, it'd be the best, because for Deadeye, remember, you're just looking for crit hit damage, nothing else matters. The only thing that would be beneficial for you afterwards would be stability and accuracy to keep those shots on target as much as often, even when you're not in cover and you're moving around a little bit. It'd be better to have stability and accuracy to keep those, shots on target while moving around, so that way your shots are not jumping around, because they will jump up and down like crazy when you're moving and scoped in. Alright, the small grip right here, again, has got crit hit damage, accuracy, and reload speed. I would love to switch out the reload speed for like stability, but I don't have one that has both. I believe it's just accuracy or stability. As you can see, all these ones I have. Allow event break and crit hit damage again. I could go with the other ones that are a lot better, but I do not. Oh, actually, let's do this. There you go. So that's an extra 1% there, so now I'm at 144. But still, regardless, this one's nice. It has stability and accuracy and 18% crit hit damage. The magazine is also crit hit damage. If there was a magazine that just specifically went for crit hit damage, I'd probably take that. But it doesn't. There's only the extended mag that can do crit hit damage, and then it also has crit hit chance, which doesn't really matter. But the crit hit damage and the magazine size is what you're looking for at most. Now, when doing the last stand, everything is fully maximized. Everything on your gear, everything on your weapon, everything in your mods, attachments, whatever, all of them are pushed to the max. So when I push everything to the max, the magazine stays the same because that's the most you can get out of it. I think maybe the crit chance goes up to 4%. That's about it. The crit hit damage, if I'm correct, can go up to 20%. I know my friend has one that's at 20%, so that's an extra 1%. I think the loud event rank stays the same. Actually, no, it goes up to 19%, so I gain another 1% there, so that's 2%. This stays the same, though. I know that for a fact. This stays at 19%. So I gain another 2%, so I'd be at 146% crit hit damage. The base damage, I don't know how much it would increase, so maybe a few hundred, but as of right now, I like the 77k. It's a really nice number all around. And then as a secondary, it doesn't really matter what secondary you choose, but I would say a shotgun for anyone that gets too close to you, especially the showstopper, because you can constantly hold the trigger on the target and they can't shoot back because you are constantly making them aim up in the sky. So it's a good weapon to have. I got brutal and responsive, but I don't have enough for responsive to be unlocked. I need another, like, I don't know, 51? No, 61 more stamina to get it unlocked. Go figure, but it is what it is. I'm not really too worried about the stamina or the weapon itself. I'm mainly focusing around the SVD. So yeah, that is my Deadeye builds I promised you guys. Thank you for watching, and enjoy your day.